Hands on! Roll it out. Up to waist, ready up. Land side up to shoulders, and up. Walk it out. The sound of my voice echoes off the cavernous boathouse walls. My rowers fall into place seamlessly as if they are marionettes being tugged by a puppeteer. They unconsciously conform to a unit, to one mind formed by 8 separate bodies. We step foot onto the shaky wooden planks of the loading dock, 2 by 2, carrying only our fiberglass boat, 8 colorful oars, and enthusiasm for what we have to endure. When enough! Up over heads and up! Toes to the edge. Roll it down to waist and roll. Push it out into the water. On my last call, I hear the slap of the heavy shell shattering the glassy water. The rowers strip down to the blue and white uniforms and cautiously file into the boat. I stay on the dock, hooking up my Cox box that will amplify my small voice, allowing it to project strategies and commands. My assertiveness, my encouragement, my strategy, and my attitude could all make or break this race. I run my hand along the hard, dirty dock as we reach the end, careful to avoid all the goose poop that has conveniently landed here, and only here. Push off in 2, 1, 2. Then I feel nothing as we float off into the silken water like a bird taking flight. I grab hold of the 2 wooden steering toggles, knowing that my slightest movement could upset the balance and direction of the shell as it moves. The relaxed morning breeze and even my smallest breath become audible to every person on the boat through the microphone. I realize that I'm now in command of these 8 testosterone-raging men. As the 9 of us paddle up to the starting line, we stop and watch as other crews sprint down the 1,500-meter race course neck and neck. They glide along the water, making it look almost effortless. Everything is synchronized to a rhythmic beat. The catch of the blade in the water, the long stroke, and the quick movement to pop the oar out of the water that produces a distinct clicking sound. All 8 simultaneously slide back to take another stroke, their oars gently skimming across the top of the water. We rush to get in position at the starting dock. Sit ready, attention, row! It all happens within seconds, and we take our first few strokes of the starting sequence. 3/4, half, 3/4, lengthen, lengthen, full, high 20, 1, 2, 3, settle in. I blink, and we are already in the middle of the second 500 meters, passing the unmistakable yellow markings on the riverbed. The boats beside me pick up their speed, and I call a few hard strokes to pass them completely. We're coming up to the grandstands, where the roar of the crowd is drowned out by the sound of my voice against 5 other coxswains' commands. Even the moms with cowbells and obnoxious chanting blend into white noise. I glimpse the opponent's bow ball dancing next to ours, and use it as inspiration to push past them in the final stretch. Here comes the sprint! Bump up the rate! Jump off the foot stretchers! Push it out! 100 meters left! Let's walk this crew out! The finish line buzzer goes off twice within milliseconds of each other. My rowers let up to a paddle, trying to catch the precious air that they once took for granted. The coxswains begin to offer verbal handshakes to one another when the loudspeaker pipes up for the last time to announce the results. The nature of rowing is purely aesthetic. You are surrounded by the sound of soft waves lapping into rocks on the riverbank and the taste of light sea salt in the air. There's a feeling of conformity when you're among a sea of boats, but at the same time, a feeling of standing out among a crowd. Crew is such a unique sport in that not many of my friends participate, but I know my place when I'm on the water. The whole race is an adrenaline rush because it goes by in an instant. I live for the feeling of racing, the intense physical preparation for a 5-minute sprint, as well as the mental demand. I love being in total control of the course of my crew as a coxswain. I have to think quickly and strategically under the pressure of hundreds of other eyes on me. My power makes me the coach in the water, in charge of making every decision and every movement. I am the eyes and voice of the boat. I am a coxswain.